Okay, I'm back with part 2 of this makeup tutorial. I'm going to still continue to let this sit because I haven't let it sit for not even 5 minutes yet. So I'm going to work on my lower lash line now. I'm going to go in with, let's see, where's my liner brushes? I feel like I need to buy more liner brushes because I feel like I'm always running out of those first. I have plenty of blending brushes, but I feel like my liner brushes are always the ones that I end up like they're not clean anytime I need to use them, you know? I don't feel like cleaning them every time I use them, so I'm going to go in with some eye drops and I'm just going to apply this to the brush just so that my colors are a little bit more pigmented. And I'm going to first go in with the shade Golden Sage that we used all over the lid. And again, be really careful with this one because it's a pigment. Okay, so I'm just using this on the first half of my eye. I'm not going to go too crazy with this shadow in particular. I just want it to be there because and I just got it in my eye, so I'm trying to get it out. Anyway, because it's on the eye, I don't want to go too crazy with it. I want to go a little bit more intense with the darker shades. So I'm going to I'm going to use the brown shade that we used in the Lorac palette. I'm going to use this one, this color right here. And I'm going to take that on the outer corner. Whoa. I went a little low with that on this eye. I didn't mean to, but it's what it is. I'm just going to smudge it out. I forgot how pigmented these shadows are. Every time I dip my brush into it, I get too much on there. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go in with the golden emerald shade that we used on the outer corner. I'm tapping this one off a lot because it does have a lot of fallout if you put too much on, so ain't nobody got time for that. I feel like I'm gonna get this everywhere. So now I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. And I'm also going to take I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to kind of blend that out just using this one. From dresslink.com. The hell? Okay. I got so much eyeshadow in this eye that it's going to be bothering me really bad if I didn't get that out, so. Okay. So now for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with a small inner corner brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to use the shade that I used on my face. The shade that I used on my brow bone, and it's the shimmery shade from the Lorac palette. Ooh, yes, mama. It is so pigmented. That's what I love about this shade. It's like gorgeous. I'll show you guys the shade in a second. Whoa, it's gorgeous. This is the shade that I was telling you guys about from my Lorac Rising palette, this one. So I really like that for that purpose. You could even use that to highlight your face, which I think is awesome. Awesome, awesome. So, yeah. Yeah. Go in there. I like to keep my things in packages when they're like high-end, so I was putting it back in the package. I wanted to actually try something. I dropped my eyeliner, guys. And somebody from New York's calling me, which is weird because I don't know anybody in New York, so that was kind of annoying. That's what that vibrating was, but I wanted to try this out. This is Irresistibly Ivy Makeup Eye Studio from Maybelline. And this shade right here, this burgundy shade, I wanted to kind of put that in the crease. I forgot to earlier, so I'm just going to kind of blend it in with the brown shade that I used. What the hell? Somebody left me a voicemail, apparently, and getting a little irritated because I don't know anybody from New York, which is no big deal, but it's probably somebody calling for someone that I don't know. So that's why I'm kind of like, no. You know? I really love this shade, but holy crap, is it pigmented, and I literally kind of jacked it up a little bit. So I'm taking that pencil brush and I'm just kind of going in and blending what I just did on that eye because that eye is like mega intense now. And okay. So that's the way the eyes look. I think they've turned out really good. And I'm going to take a eyeliner. This is the Master Smoky by Eye Studio eyeliner in the shade Emerald Fury, and it's got like the smudger on the end. I'm just going to use the color part because I don't like smudgers. I'm going to see how this applies to the waterline. Okay. That's what it looks like. It does pretty good. Oh man, I also wanted to use a purple liner. That's what I forgot to do. Too late now, right? Ugh. I might try and put a purple on top of it. We'll see, we'll see. I'll mention to you guys what this is afterwards in case you want to know if I end up, like it ends up showing up, but I don't think it will. Over that green, maybe. It's a Jordana Easy Liner. And since purple goes really well with green, I think, at least. So I wanted to use it. Yeah. And you can use this in your waterline too. This is the Easy Line for Eyes retractable pencil in the shade Purple Fusion. And I remember getting this at a Walgreens for like 50 cents or something crazy because they weren't carrying the color anymore. Just tightening with it a little bit. Nothing too dramatic. But yeah, that's the way it looks. I'm going to wipe away this face powder because I feel like it's sat here long enough to make a difference, and holy crap, it did. It looks really good, actually. which I'm happy about because my face was starting to look a little bit off. And I really needed some help. Okay. So, now for, let's see, what did I want to do? I think I'm just going to leave this look as is. I was going to try and use a gold liner, but I don't find a need to now. Okay, so I think for highlight, I'm going to use Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow palette, just because I feel like I haven't given this a fair shot, and I want to see, I don't know, like I really like the palette. I think the colors are beautiful, but for some reason, the colors haven't shown up well on me, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but I'm going to try and wet my brush before I do anything, and I decided to use a denser brush than I had been using before, just because like I felt like it didn't really do much with a smaller brush. So I'm just going to wet this with my Mario Badescu rose water spray that I'm going to be using to set my face. I just figure this will give it a little bit more, I don't know, oomph, if you will. So I'm going to use Champagne Pop and Pearl mixed together, these two here, as a highlight. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do that C motion that everyone has been doing to highlight the face. I just feel like this palette doesn't wow me. Don't be mad if you love this palette, but for some reason on my skin, it just does not. I don't know. I guess maybe it's because it's such a finely milled product. I'm not used to using finely milled products to where it just doesn't give me as much